Hello children, welcome back to your maths class. Today we will be starting lesson 8, applications of percentage. In the previous lesson, in episode 31 and 32, we had dealt with percentage. We are not going to solve all the questions from the textbook since we do not have much time. So we will deal with only the important ones from the lesson, right? That is why we are starting a new lesson today. And here in the applications of percentage, we need to learn new words and new terms. For example, profit and loss, right? I hope you know the meaning of profit and loss. Before we deal with profit and loss, let us look at this example. A carpenter made a chair, right? And he spent 500 on it. A carpenter made a chair and then spent 500 on it, and then he sold it for 800 rupees. What do we see here? He made a chair and spent rupees 500 and then sold it for 800 rupees. What do we see there? Ting zanga aseng a chair siam na khan, ting zariatin na shal le ta a. Chumi inkara chuan mizo chung kan soi chuan hle palo nei ta a. Chuan chumi a hle pa chu, that is what we call profit, right? Then when we deal with this, since he spent 500 on that chair, this is called cost price. Cost price is the sum of money spent on the item, right? He spent 500 on for the materials, so 500 is the cost price, and he sold it for 800 rupees. That means this is the selling price, right? This is the selling price, and we mostly use a short form. For cost price they use CP, and for the selling price we will be using SP, right? So I'll repeat, cost price is the price at which an item is bought, or the price, the sum of money spent on that item, and selling price is the price at which an item is sold, right? So mizo chung chung cost price to a le na kan ti doni a man ro le na zong zong a kha cost price CP kan ti khania until vashal na kha selling price SP ti in ni. So then when we in this example, a carpenter spent 500 rupees for making a chair and he sold it for 800 rupees, right? So in this transaction we see a profit here, right? He thila hian profit kan muta a chanchu cheng zanga a sen khan cheng zariata a shal chuan lep alo nei ta a. So we have to profit alo nei ta a. So in order to get a profit, selling price should be higher or bigger, right? So when there is a profit, when selling prices bigger than cost price, right? Ashal nakha tamzok chuan, we get a profit here, right? Therefore, in order to calculate the profit, the formula or to calculate the profit, here also how much is the profit in this transaction? While he spent 500 and sold it for 800 rupees, here the profit, how would we find out the profit? Ingzani adlep to kan chutang selling price lian zoka, so the profit will be selling price SP minus CP, right? This is the formula or for calculating the profit, right? So how much would be the profit here for the carpenter? The selling price is 800 here and the cost price is 500. It is 300. That means the carpenter is getting 300 rupees as the profit here, right? chuan hemi lo zong chia hian a chair siam na man the cheng zanga a sen na khan cheng za thumin shat le ta se, right? That means he spent 500 on it, so the CP is 500. He sold it for 300, right? That means the SP, the selling price, is 300. Cheng zanga a senga cheng za thuma a shat le kha chuan what do we get here? We get a loss. There's no profit here, right? Cheng zanga a senga cheng za thuma shat le kha chuan loss lo om ta a loss chu engting loss lo om chuan loss om na a chuan CP hi alian zo kang a man ro le nei atam zo ka a shal na claim zo chuan when the CP is bigger, when CP is bigger than SP, right? CP kha lo len zo chuan loss lo om ti na loss can calculate don chuan since CP is bigger, CP minus SP. How much is the CP here? 500 and the SP is 300. Chuan tahan 200 rupees ka a loss ti na ni. So what do we find here? In a profit, right? The SP is bigger, right? When the selling price is bigger, then there is a profit. Ashal na tam zo chuan SP ka selling price len zo chuan profit alo oma. Then when the cost price is bigger, we get loss here, right? When the cost price is bigger, there is a loss. Now look at this chart. Here, this is the item column and this is the CP, the cost price column, and this is the selling price SP column, and we will compare and we will write the amount. I will give the example here. Here this means television as the CP for television is 20,000 rupees and the selling price is 12,000. We can say that this CP is the price at which an item is bought. So the television set is the television is bought for 20,000 rupees and it is sold for 12,000 rupees. So we have television here 20,000 in an layer, 12,000 in anshat leta. We are going to compare. Compare means which is bigger. What do we see? This which is bigger, the CP or the SP is bigger here. Here this is 20,000, this is 12,000. So which is bigger? The CP is bigger, right? So we will write CP is bigger than SP. So what do we get? If the CP is bigger than SP, then we will write the CP first. 20,000 rupees minus the SP 12,000 rupees. When we subtract this, we are getting 8,000 rupees. So what do we get here? When we compare, the CP is bigger. When the CP is bigger, what do we get? Profit or loss? When the CP is bigger, there is a loss. Alay na ka, atam zo ka, ashal na ka atlem zo chuan loss lo omti na niya. So you will write it here. Right here, there is a loss. 8,000 rupees is lost. Cheng sing ni in an leya, sing kat sang ni in an shal leya. Ani chuan an le na ka alian zo ka, CP is bigger. So we subtract this. This 8,000 rupees is the loss, right? Look at the next example. Sofa set is bought for 15,000 rupees, right? Singkat sanga in an leya, and it is sold for 19,000 rupees, right? So which is bigger, the CP or the SP? The SP is bigger. So we write SP is bigger than CP. What do we get if the selling price is bigger, profit or loss? We will be getting a profit here. Selling price is bigger. So selling price is 19,000. So we will write 19,000 minus 15,000. When we subtract this, we are getting 4,000, and since the SP is bigger, there is a profit here. We will be writing profit. right? Then let us take another example with a cycle. A cycle is bought for 3,500 rupees and it is sold for 3,200 rupees. Now we will compare again which is bigger, the CP or the SP. CP is bigger here, so we write CP is bigger than SP. Then we will calculate. CP is 3,500 minus 3,200. When we subtract, we are getting 300. So what do we get here? Profit or loss when CP is bigger? CP is bigger, so there is a loss here, right? So you will solve like this for your new assignment. Your assignment 33 will be from your textbook, Galaxy textbook, exercise 8.1, question number 1, all of them. That is all for today, and for this assignment you do not need to submit. Thank you.